I wanted to touch on something else also. This is going to be short. So my friend and I, we were talking, and we kind of like stumbled upon the idea, right? Because you can't really come up with your own motherfucking ideas if you're not critically thinking for yourself, because then you're just consuming what the fuck someone else is telling you to think, and then you're not really using your brain. So we figured the other day that, so my whole life mostly I've heard like, oh, read the Bible in a condescending tone, like, you must be this, you must do that, do not do this. And I'm like, wait, if I mean, I've been not following the Bible, but like the essence of it, I have been for years now, and it's taken on different words, right? So like universe and manifesting or prayer or meditation, like it I feel comes from the same energy, and or at least intention, right? So since I've been reading it, like, you know, cutting the book, just kind of opening it wherever and just reading that page, it hit me, and I'm like, I think it should actually be read in a nurturing voice. It's almost like someone is like, hey, here are your cheat codes for being a motherfucking human. And so we were like, bruh, like, it's so true, like, what partner you have, whatever. But for the human state, the human species in this world, in this planet, it's true. Most of those rules are true. And if you tap into those as a human, I mean, to the smallest detail, like, again, we have free will, and love is free, and you can love. Love is literally free. We are full of it. Some of us have mastered it. Some of us believe that we have to receive it from somewhere else. But again, back to the human species. How do you procreate? You procreate with a male and a female. A male and a female, right? So, but we're still blessed, and we get to choose. Like, you could be a male and get married and be in for real love and have a way better connection than you did with a heterosexual person, right? But at the end of the day, to keep the human species alive, you kind of have to be a man and a girl, a man and a woman, you know? So I was just like, wow, this is amazing. It's just like a cheat code. You don't have to go by it. You don't. But for the sake of even just the basic human species, our mind power, our energy, our collective consciousness, the value of the human, like, it's all there, and it's amazing. It's amazing. Well, obviously, I'm just excited because I've never fully read the Bible, and I don't, like, I'm not one of those people that I could tell you the verse and the whatever. Like, I'm gonna tag Veronica because I believe she's gonna start doing that, and I'm so excited because I definitely want to learn through her, because I like how she talks. I like how she has energy. I like how she talks like me, you know? So if you guys are interested, I'm going to tag her. I messaged her the other day. I told her she has a natural ability for it, and I'm so happy I shared it, the Mercy Sunday post. And I don't know. Something's been pulling me toward it, and I'm just following it because that's how I live my life. I live through feeling, and I live through intuition. I love you guys. Have a beautiful day. Bye. Oh yeah, to add to that last bit, I had this filter. I'm trying to change the filter so you guys can know the difference between the topics. Anyway, so another thing that I realized was that you have free will, right? So if you choose this world, if you choose this physical realm, this earthly life, right? And so you are seeking and receiving and validating yourself through the physical things in the material world, as opposed to seeking your truth, what you are, and using this world as, okay, mind, body, and spirit. So how the physical world affects your mind, body, and spirit. So you go within and you grow, not a relationship, but you become more familiar with who you are, what you are, and what your effects on this world is, then you see that it's the other way around. It's not that you are receiving signals and reacting. You're actually emitting, and you're actually creating, and you are actually the alchemist, right? So if you decide to ignore that and just go with pleasures and earthly and trials and tribulations, then you will never find the kingdom of God within you, which translates to the peace within you, because that peace comes from knowing who you are. Like, you are not looking outside of yourself to know who you are or what moves you or what inspires you. It's who you, like, you gotta create the relationship within you with your spirit. So I think that's where I reserve space for like reincarnation, or I don't know, I never think of like hell, so I don't know where to place that, but reincarnation is like the sense that you have to come back to this world to learn a lesson or whatever, right? It's 12:12. So you choose. It's at the end of the day your free will, and those that choose to find the kingdom of God within them, which is their inner peace, their knowledge of self, their here and now, will know infinite life. You cannot fathom infinite life if you're stemming from the physical world, where everything is born and dies. Like, you can't fathom something that's outside of your reality, out of your God, because if your God is the material world, or money, or success, or being hot, or having a whole bunch of guys, or being hood, like, I don't know what your God is. Everyone's God is different, you know? So then you cannot fathom infinite life. Like, that, of course, is going to be out of the spectrum of your reality, you know? So it truly is a gift. Why is it a gift? Because those that choose to live in spirit and in that realm, we are at peace. Every single thing is a blessing. Every heartache, every suffering is a growth spurt. Every, like, moment that we're beside ourselves or we don't know what the fuck is going on, we know it's for a reason. And so we smile through everything, and we make things work, and we work with others, and we help others, and it's just such a beautiful life. It's a beautiful life. It's a beautiful life. Like, we know we have purpose. But if you think the other way, then I can't help you there, bruh. We can't see eye to eye. We don't even, nothing. Like, I'm so for real. It's so cool. Like, no matter how you look at it, it's just true. It's like when you look at people's choices and decisions, you see what their God is. Like, you see it. You see that they can have infinite life, and they can have a loving, amazing life. But they're so attached to the physical, to the pleasures, to their gods. You know, what rules over them, what gets them up every morning, what they like, what they get pleasure out of, they will choose that over a loving life of peace, of helping others, of an infinite existence. And so then we don't feel bad for anyone. We just love them through it. We love them and love them until they die, and, you know, that's it. Like, it's just what it is. And the reason I say they choose is because they do choose. Because anyone that does inner work or spiritual work or praise knows our true fucking power. Like, we are very well aware of it, and we see that there are signs and there are guides and there's angels placed in specific moments. You survive an accident, you survive almost dying during birth. There's just been there's a lot of intervention. There's a lot of intervention, enough to make you question why we're here and, like, go within and start getting to know you and connect to what you are and the ether, right? So what pumps our heart, what grows our nails, like, connect to that, because that's how you find your why. You guide yourself through the the hardware that we're blessed with. We are mind, body, and spirit. So you align, you connect, and you let go so that you can be guided, so that you can end up where you want. Now, if you want to, you have free will. If you want it your way, and this is how you want it, I don't give a fuck, and that's how I feel like living, and I don't give a fuck what they say, and you have that will too. And nothing. We'll all be here loving each other and helping each other, and because at the end of the